Welcome to the episode of Husbands Watching Housewives. I'm Scott.
And I'm John.
And we just did our final day of BravoCon.
Yes.
And boy, are our arms tired.
Exhausted.
Yeah. I mean, I think we woke up a little ready to be done. But we went in and we gave it our good old college try, got 2 more photo ops, went to a panel, hung out at the VIP lounge. It was overall a nice, chill, calm day.
Met some fun people in line again.
Definitely met some fun
The waiting in line or waiting in the lounge is where it's at. It's like, people to just have a nice little conversation with.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna go to her Etsy shop, see what else she has to offer. She gave us a wonderful recovery package that had, everything you need to recover from Las Vegas.
Oh, you grab it.
It's right there.
Yeah.
Sorry, I should have had that with me.
Oh.
Here it is right here. It's a sticker. I'm old. I can't read. The sticker on it, of course, is I'll tell you how I'm doing. Not well, bitch. But Once Upon a Bean at Once Upon a Beans is the tagline or the handle. So thank you for everything on that. That was really cute.
She was lovely. Like, we were waiting in line, just got in the line at the lounge, not knowing who was going to, be there at the photo op. We're like, let's just get this line.
Well, so when we walked in, we were told Denise Richards was going to be there.
Right.
And so we didn't see her. So there's one line of people that were, was forming for what looked like the end of some summer hospitality or summer house people.
Southern hospitality.
I get them all stuff. And so we figured, well, Denise must be coming to this other side of the room. So we were waiting in line there. And then it turned out that was not even Denise. It ended up being Angie and Whitney.
The other line, the line that the woman's sister was at,
right,
was Angie and Tamara.
Yes.
And Bronwyn.
Yes, so she definitely got the better photo. Well, I mean, we had a wonderful photo op with Porsha, but having so many Bravo celebrities in one photo is, I find, pretty rare for us. So I think you win. Thanks for the recovery carrot package, but you still win.
Yes. So yeah, we had to leave because we had our lovely photo op with Porsha, yes, which is so nice.
It was good.
She looked great. We got to tell her we have 4 sets of your sheets.
So we bought Porsha sheets. Especially, I was toying with whether to tell her people are saying welcome back, but for us, she's never we've been following her even when she was off the show. And so when she was off the show, we supported her by buying some of her sheets.
Yes.
Because they were also sound like lovely sheets. And you know what? They're great sheets. But we went to put on new sheets as it was getting cold back home. And we were like, it'd be great if Porsha made some flannel sheets.
Yes.
So today, as we had our picture, it was, oh God, I walked up, there's music playing and Portia's doing a little bit of, dancing there, waiting in place by herself.
She hugged you first, and she's like, dance with me. And you're like, oh.
I was like, I think you want that.
No.
A couple pictures of me doing my little white boy dance. It was cute. And then I thought that'd be it. We took our photo, and then that's when Jeff threw out there.
Yeah, we had so many sets of your sheets, and she was like, and she's like,
yeah, her hips snapped. You do? And I'm like, yeah, it's great, but
we're like, girl, you need to make some flannel ones. And she's like, wait, how about this? How do you feel about a comforter? And we're like, we'll buy a comforter, but we want some flannel sheets too. And she's like, I got you.
Just something that's going to keep us warm when it gets cold. So I guess you heard it here first. Portia's coming out with a comforter.
So cute. She was so funny and nice.
Yeah, it was very, very cute. And so then after that, we had lunch.
And then we basically went right back in because our next photo op was Kyle and Kathy. And yeah, I gotta say, I have no words.
Yeah,
I was meeting with Kyle and not getting along with Erica and whatever, but I just love her so much. And then all I could say was hi, Kyle. And she was like, it's lovely meeting you, or something to that effect. Yeah. And I was like, I looked at the photo and I was like, thanks, Scott.
And it's pretty much the standard, just don't meet your heroes, because,
No, you expect. No, it was about her. It was more I had nothing I could think of nothing to say. I was like, you're my favorite and I love you, but it's so trite. Well, so I was like, I don't need to say anything.
And it was also
I said Halloween is my favorite horror movie.
So it was also a little bit awkward because not only was it Kathy and Kyle, Nikki Hilton was also there.
Out of nowhere, I'm like,
yeah,
the hell is Nikki doing?
And so she seemed to be running interference for Kathy, so people wouldn't necessarily be flanking Kathy on both sides.
So I would have beeline for Kyle, and then you basically.
Right. I ran interference with Kathy, so but it's not like they didn't say anything. I really don't know who Nikki Hilton is. I know who she is, but I don't know why. I wouldn't even know when to start a conversation with her.
Right. I think she designed stuff, and I think that's why she was there.
Right.
That booth was,
her stuff, her collab with her mom.
Yeah, something to that effect.
Yeah. But no, they were lovely, gracious, amazing, the three of them. And so we had that picture.
Yeah. And Kathy was like, go to the booth.
Yeah.
Stop by the booth.
Yeah, it was cute.
Me and my 5,000 friends. Yeah.
So then after that, we had to rush over to the Salt Lake panel, which was hosted by the host of Bitch Sesh, Casey Wilson, and I forget Lauren's last name. But everyone looked great. But we got in there, maybe 20 minutes in, 15 minutes in.
Maybe like 10 or so.
Okay.
We literally we're like, picture jumped over because they're happening at the same time.
Yeah. It was a little disappointing, that panel. We gathered, because we missed the disclaimer at the beginning, I'm sure, but we gathered that they weren't going to be talking about anything of the current season.
I don't think there's a disclaimer. I think they're just like, we're going to show iconic moments. I remember like in the description of the panel, they talked about that. So I think that in order to make it not just another like, hey, how's it going? Tell us what's going on. And of course, they can't talk about stuff that's currently happening. So, but yeah.
When she called for the audience questions, she said, remember, we're not going to talk about this season at all. So no questions.
She said that.
Yeah, she said, we're running no questions about this season.
Oh.
Yeah, she said that.
I missed out.
But so they were just showing iconic moments from Salt Lake's, history. And so it was, all the clips you'd think that they would show, they showed. And so you're like, okay, great. It's,
It was crazy to see Monica.
Yeah, it was crazy to see her on screen. But seeing the confrontation, receipts, proof, timeline.
Clients did it with Heather.
Yeah, the whole rumors and husband.
And the $60,000 ring they got lost.
Yeah.
On Strange bathroom.
And, I know people love Bitch Sesh, and I love Casey Wilson. I was telling, Jeff about this. I loved her on SNL. Like, I thought she was hilarious. But I'm finding her and her Bravo takes aren't ones that I share.
Yeah.
And I think the way that she goes about throwing her shade is a little too a niche, I think, and it's just not one that I get, or not one that I really go with. So, I mean, while it was funny and entertaining, I think the only real good dig was about Brittany filming them. What was
Brittany, like because I saw her do it when she had that panel at the Bravo live stage. Like she was just taking basically like going live essentially, and like, okay, thanks for doing. Then she plugged her show that she has.
No, but didn't Casey Wilson make a joke about oh, it's great that you could film that, but you couldn't film on the plane,
Oh,
what was that?
It was something that else mentioned the plane.
Yeah, exactly. So that was really the only reference to the current season, which was, I thought, the only.
Or Meredith saying we'll stay tuned for this.
Oh yeah, it's like whatever. But then Lisa singing "Away in a Manger." Lisa's voice was gone. All was totally gone. Whitney's was going. You could tell.
Oh, earlier today we saw Lisa, and obviously not the hugest Lisa Barlow fan, but
yeah,
I appreciate good hair, and that woman, because I saw her mainly to the back, because it's like she and like 2 or 3 security guys and John Barlow were just walking down the hall, and the security was like, no, and we got separated.
Yeah,
we're trying to get a picture, and when someone
the one security people kind of mushed me out of the way,
and so I'm behind her and I'm like, look, I don't like this woman very much, but her hair is amazing, and so I did yell out, Lisa, your hair looks great, Lisa, and she turned around and asked at John Barlow and smiled, and and she waved, I waved. I had a moment with Lisa Barlow.
Not something you never thought you'd see.
Well, then during the panel, she talked about her hair so much and her brand with
for Kerastase.
Yeah.
So overall, I don't think it was the best panel. I think the best panel of the entire trip was Atlanta.
Yes, Atlanta with a very close second with Potomac.
Yeah. It's a shame we missed out on the Valley panel. I think that would have been
exactly what it is, yeah.
And then was there another panel that we could have gone to that we didn't, or was that the gist of them?
That was the gist of them, because there wasn't one for OC or, of course, New York, New Jersey.
Oh, right. We saw Ask Andy this morning. That was the other thing we did.
That was a great panel.
That was a great panel because it really started off with what I assume is a hungover, tired Andy walking in and just immediately getting into questions. He just started opening up to both sides of the room for questions.
Yeah. I remember last time we did this in 2023, again, Jeff Lewis had the
first day
Ask Andy, and then the next Ask Andy, which is Andy doing this, and that's that's all you need is like Andy and audience,
Right.
just, you know, and the Q&A.
And because he's really tired and kind of worn down from the weekend, he's just like, okay, what do you want to know?
Yes.
But he did promise some, some new information, and we did get some.
So yes, we got the Rhode Island trailer.
Mm-hmm.
That's coming in 2026, the actual show.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on the trailer?
I thought it looked good. As we knew from listening to, I think we knew from listening from 2Ts, but also just reading some, internet stuff. Dolores makes an appearance because one of her good friends is on the show.
I think she's supposed to be a friend of.
Oh, Dolores will be a friend of.
Bravo said.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Dolores' friend looks just like Dolores.
It was alarming.
To the point where, like, is that her sister? And they even make a joke in the trailer, like,
Do you look alike?
do we look alike? But my only guess is that they go to the same doctor and the same hairstylists and things like that.
Yes, maybe they do have the same physician
Yes.
who treats them.
Yes.
But it's very simple. First of all, I thought it was a good trailer too. I wasn't super hyped about it, but like it was interesting to see like a new show because we haven't gotten a new Bravo show since Salt Lake in 2020.
Unless you count RHONY.
Sure,
Yeah.
that's true.
But still.
Yeah. But it was just like, okay, this is cool, and new women, and to see like and I think it's just like Salt Lake. People don't have a lot of expectations about.
Right.
Well, actually, more so of Rhode Island. They don't really know much about Rhode Island.
Right.
And so just to like see all that, and like it looks very pretty. But I have to say, and I'm sure after a few episodes, I'm cooled down. All of them look the same. They all have the same exact hair color, same tan. They're all Italian.
Well, most of them seem to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I thought
It's a heavy Italian community in Rhode Island.
I thought it was good that, they show all those big old, kind of Newport, Rhode Island houses and mansions. And it seemed like the luxury is a step above New Jersey, and how, they didn't all look like McMansions. And that's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
Like a couple of them kind of are that Teresa sort of, giant front door mansion. But I think that the luxury will be a little bit more on the line of Beverly Hills.
That was more classic, like New Jersey, like Melissa's house.
Yeah. Well, some of it did.
Yeah.
But either way, I'm looking forward to it. I like it that a lot of the housewives, I don't think any of them have a name of another housewife.
That's good.
We're not going to have another Lisa that we're going to Lisa from Rhode Island or Lisa from Salt Lake. We're not going to have a Mary. It just Kelsey
I had her.
and Joe Ellen.
Joe-Ellen.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. So it's going to be nice that, we have some fresh names, some fresh faces, and I'm excited about that.
Yes.
And then the other thing that he mentioned was his segues also. I don't know why I'm surprised. The segues. Hey guys, people keep asking me if Ultimate Girls Trip is going to come back, and boy, do I have some news for you.
It's going to be Ultimate Road Trip with iconic housewives, seeing like other iconic housewives traveling to each city.
Yeah, so that
is it going to be like?
It better be like Road Rules.
It better be like Vicky in a small family van.
Oh no! Oh, maybe she makes an appearance in the small family van.
I think it needs to start with Vicky. Like, who else would you want to see?
Well, Vicky's back on the show. He said
they do both at the same time,
right? I think that if it's going to be anyone, it should be. Well, maybe they'll get Monica and Winnebago from Salt Lake, and she'll go out. No, I was just thinking because Salt Lake had Angie and Winnebago this start of this season.
I think it's more so to be OG. So I think it's going to be like Teresa and Vicky and,
Dorinda, things like
Kyle, Luann, and Sonia, of course. I thought they was going to say there's going to be like a whole, like, just like another RHONY Ultimate Girls Trip.
Right.
Where they just go to like another destination. But the RHONY news is that they have cast a show, and they'll start filming in a couple of months, and we'll know more soon. I think it's very telling that all like Aaron and Jessel and Cy were here this weekend. I expect them to be there with like maybe 3 or 4 other women, basically. So
it's a shame that Raquel's not coming back. I like her.
I like Raquel, but maybe she was too normal.
Yeah, maybe she'll be a friend of. Who knows?
Maybe she'll make an appearance.
That'd be nice.
Yeah,
but
because she was Jenna's friend.
Hey.
So Jenna's not on the show. I don't think Jenna will be yet.
No, I don't think so.
And I think I saw a clip where Chanel basically alluded to the fact that Uba's not coming back.
Oh, yeah.
And Brad quit the show.
Yeah.
So
I don't think any of us were expecting Uba to come back with, yeah.
It was like, I'm good in Connecticut, thanks.
Yeah, with Oliver. Is that his name?
Yeah.
Oliver, yeah. So anyway, no, it was good information. The Ask Andy was a good panel.
It was a good panel.
I don't call it a panel because it's just Andy up there. Some people ask some really out of pocket.
Like, why are you asking about the size of Andy's penis?
Yeah,
why are you doing that?
Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, nobody needs that.
Nobody needs that.
And then also, like, to ask you top or a bottom. I mean, and it's a little, intrusive. But also, if you know anything about Andy, he's a top. I mean, a top. No air quotes around that. So, why are you giving me that look?
Because you're just rude. If you're always saying they're rude, like, you're being rude.
Hey, look, I'm not the most well-mannered person sometimes.
Get out of town.
I apologize.
Yeah, really, let's get out of town.
Yeah. Right now, a flight to catch in a bit, and the exhaustion is catching up.
It really is.
So we're gonna end up getting out of here, going home, feeding the cats.
Oh, I miss the cats.
Yes, crawling into bed. I don't have it in me to watch Potomac tonight.
No,
Also, I'm getting home too late, and so
way too late. Yeah.
yeah. So don't expect our Potomac episode anytime soon because we are burned out. But
we'll put out this episode today.
Yeah, we'll put this out today, and then hopefully Monday, possibly Tuesday morning, we'll have the Potomac episode out.
Yeah,
So,
that'd be cool.
that could
Yeah.
work.
Was there anything else? We basically did their little goodbye tour.
We did.
Went to the VIP lounge. We're like, oh, it's just Gretchen and Jen.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
And Ryan, and we didn't see Slade, but
I'm
Ryan
sure-
was there.
I'm sure Slade was listening somewhere in the
Had to
shadows.
be
Somewhere to jump out.
Oh, on the way out of our farewell tour, we walked out in the hall, and Jared was like, had his
Oh, God.
Jared Osmond had a small ring of women around him talking to him, and they were having conversation. But we stopped for half a second, and it really did sound like he was explaining to them what's really happening.
Explaining himself. Because the other thing in one way is that, you have to know.
You have to understand.
You have to understand.
And then I was like, oh, he's man.
So I feel like there's a lot of women just basically saying, why are you treating Brittany this way? And, I think there's, and he got booed too. At one point he stood
during the Salt Lake panel.
And got totally booed.
Yeah. It doesn't feel good to hear someone get booed, even though you like them.
Can you imagine if, being in the room, back in 2019 when that happened, or 2022 when it happened?
When I had live, that would have been awful. And then didn't Erica get booed the other night at Washington?
Yeah, but I think it was to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Renee got booed, she likened it to WWF.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It was wrestling program.
Yeah, she was what's they call the villain?
The villain, the
Yeah.
bad guy, the baddie.
Not the guy, it's not the foil, but the heel.
Okay,
Yeah, they call him the heel.
I'll go with that.
So,
So,
no, we saw Vicky for a second.
oh, we did see Vicky
With her orange.
Yeah, she had her orange.
Sure.
She's carrying that thing around. They made a joke that Andy made a joke. She's someone made a joke. She's carrying it around like an incubator. I'm thinking that cliche high school project where you have to take care of an egg.
An egg, yeah.
Yeah, but Vicky has an orange.
I was taking care of this orange.
Like it's a child. So that was
When do we start filming?
we saw Louie and Teresa again.
So much. You know what? If I was a huge Teresa fan, I would be delighted because you saw Teresa every time I turned around.
Yeah.
There she was.
And then Louie, of course, was there too.
Yeah.
Saw Kathy again at her booth, and
I saw Dorinda.
oh yeah,
And Dolores.
yeah. Then Caroline and Lisa. Was it Larsa were taking photos. That was nice. And Sergio, of course. Sergio's always never far behind.
Right. And then Cynthia was there with Kathy Hilton in her
Yeah.
booth. So a lot of pockets of Bravo celebrities on our last day. So yeah.
So, while we will miss it, and we will probably tomorrow or next week or a month from now look back on this fondly and be like, man, why isn't it not going to happen again until 2027?
Supposedly. Someone was grilled Andy, when's the next one? And he's like, I'm trying to get through this one, lady.
Yeah. But I mean, it's likely. Things don't change enough, in our opinion, to have this every year. And it's also just so expensive, probably expensive to put on, expensive to do this. Just overall, it takes time out of everyone's schedule to make this happen. And they do a good job of it. There's things that definitely need improvement, as I'm sure with everything. But I can't see this doing this every year. For everyone who went to Miami last year or earlier this year, whatever the hell that was.
My own thing, it was maybe a day or two.
Right. I just can't imagine going and being this. We love Bravo, clearly, but I couldn't imagine doing this every year.
No.
So, anything else we need to go over?
No, I think it was a great weekend, and we had a great time, even though we're very tired. We enjoyed ourselves, so they put on a good con.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They really do. And so, on that note, I think we will talk about all this next time.
Till next time.